What's happening? For anybody tuning in watching this video, thank you. Today I got another video where I'm playing solo. Basically going to go through how I break it down, all my plays to be able to cop this win at the end, and kind of just show you how I play solo, so that way if you guys don't have anybody to play with, you can really take advantage of the tactics that I use and probably a lot of other people use to be able to get out of certain situations. I actually don't have the audio in this because for some reason when I uploaded it to my computer, it wasn't there for some reason. Probably some settings I've been adjusting. I don't really know. But anyways, I'm going to commentate kind of what's going on here and kind of how it breaks down, so that way you guys can get something out of this. All right, but right now I'm waiting for this care package to come down. I know that there's only 5 other teams left, and the circle is around me right now, but it's about to close and reposition, so I go to this care package, see what it's got. It's got a Mastiff. I believe I swapped that for my PK. Yep, so now I got the Mastiff and Flatline. Okay, yeah, Mastiff Flatline. And I'm running that, just getting some more loot. Ideally, just want as many shield cells, throwables, all right, as possible, because when I get into a fight, I really want to be able to heal back up as much as possible, especially solo, because they're only going to be shooting at me. All right, right here I get into a fight. I see a person. All right, I know that I lasered him, and I'm like, all right, might as well push that, send it. But when I get there, I realize it's a Revenant, and he dropped his silence ability and then a totem. So I'm like, all right, use the totem real quick just to kind of see what's going on. All right, I use the totem and kind of back off. I'm like, all right, I can still get this guy. I didn't finish him, so I'm like, all right, I'm just backing off. I didn't really want to be in the totem at this point, so I kind of just back off and try and get outside the radius of it, so that way I can just be normal, not just get health damage and then respawn back at that death totem. All right, so I'm trying to get out of it right now, and it actually is really weird. So finally I got out of it and hit this med kit. And I know it's 2 of them. It's a Revenant and I believe a Pathfinder. And the Pathfinder is shooting at me with a sniper. So I'm not trying to mess with this, all right? I see where the circle's going, all right? I have a minute left, and I know that this is kind of the rotation that I want to make based on where I go right here, all right? I almost jumped there mistakenly, and I'm like, oh, go across this bridge. So what my move here is I'm going across this bridge. I know that they have sights on me, but I'm trying to just reposition. I know that the other teams are most likely in Harvester right now, so I'm trying to just not get baited right into that by just pushing right into Harvester and then getting pinched between these 2 teams. So I'm trying to back off, see if I can still maybe get a couple shots on these guys, get a third party in here, and then be able to survive. But that doesn't end up happening. So I'm like, all right, I'm rotating all the way around. All right, I see that I can make it through Train Yard at this point. All right, under the tunnel by Train Yard and then into the circle by Harvester. They end up lasering me, and I'm literally one shot, but I slide down the hill, hit that battery while I'm sliding down the hill. Seconds before the storm starts coming in, hit a med kit as the storm begins to come in, and immediately I hustle up the hill so that way I can get through the Train Yard tunnel, under Train Yard, and back into the circle by Harvester. I don't think the move was to push down towards Harvester through the normal way, through that big crack by Fragment, you know what I mean? Because, like I was saying, I had that team that I was fighting that had 2. There's 3 other teams still left, and the chances are they're at Harvester right now, pushing in from that other side, from Sorting Factory, and they're going to be coming in. So I didn't want all that business right now. What I want is to be able to shoot from mid-range, be able to knock somebody, get a 1v1, and then hopefully be able to take that person 1v1 either mid-range or close range. So I'm hustling my butt off to try and get through the tunnel here, back into safety. All right, I managed to make it happen. All right, I get through that. I heal up real quick. All right, my thought is to get full health, and now I'm going to slowly work my way towards Harvester, all right, with the storm, and wait to see what fights I have going on, so that way I can pick some people off from a distance. So I push the backside of Harvester, and I end up noticing a couple teams fighting here. So I throw a couple throwables in there, but I'm not trying to get too aggro with it because I don't want to get in there and end up having the final fight go down right this second with all these teams coming in. All right, I know I have the back of the circle to my back, so I'm trying to just kind of hold off, let this storm come in, and see what happens. All right. So I'm just kind of chilling for a sec. I end up noticing a team in the background, all right, slowly working their way in. So I try to just pepper some shots in there, see what I can do. All right, and I end up, I believe, hitting this Gibraltar pretty good. And he ends up dropping his ultimate on me, so I back off a little bit, all right? Wait for that to go down. I know that the circle's coming in right now, so that way I have that kind of pushing at them, almost as like it's a second teammate of mine, all right? So I see that they're pushing in, all right? I take out one of my Mastiffs, boom, finish that guy, and the storm finished off that Gibraltar, and I was good, all right? So now I have 2 other teams left, and I know that as soon as they start fighting, I want to try to be right at the edge of that fight, waiting to see who I can take off. So I hear gunfire pretty quickly and immediately push over because I know that it's the last 2 teams fighting, and that's honestly the key into getting this victory here solo, is either third partying the final fight or waiting till it right to be over, so that way I can take out that last team before they have the chance to heal, which is pretty much what I do. I take out this Watson from a distance with my flatline, knock her, alright, and then immediately push in because I know it's 1v1. I see the Watson has a gold knockdown shield, take that into account. Press in. I see the Gibraltar to my left. Take out my Mastiff. All right, I end up hitting gold 105 on him, so I know he's got that fast heal, so I keep pressing in. All right, end up finishing off this Watson right here, so I know it's just all together me 1v1 versus this Gibraltar. All right, I end up taking him out, knocking him down, and now I know it's just him knocked, me versus him, but I back off, hit a shield battery, which in hindsight isn't a bad thing, but I could have just finished him off right there and ended the game. So the 3 things that I can honestly take away from this game that you guys can use to apply to your own solo play is use the storm as like a second teammate for you to make other teams push into you. And 2, rotate smart so that way you don't have to get into unnecessary fights or get pinched. And 3, third party that final fight or take out that last team as fast as you can once that last fight is over. All right, guys, thank you for tuning in. For anybody who watches this, thank you. Please like the video, subscribe, check out my other channels. All right, I'm going to be posting more videos, more tutorials, and I'm going to have a lot more stuff coming, so please stay tuned. All right, thank you.